Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, dear little learners. How are all of you? Hope so you will be safe and sound. I'm your teacher, Miss Tanzila, and now we are in English class. And the topic for today's lecture is learning of alphabet. So let's come with me to start our today lecture. In the previous two lectures, we have learned the learning of alphabets from A to T, both in lowercase as well as in uppercase. So first of all, we are going to revise that, and then after that, we will continue our new lecture from U to Z. Today, inshallah, we will finish the learning of alphabets from A to Z, both in uppercase as well as in lowercase. So let's start our today lecture. What is this? It is A. How you will write the letter A? We need two slanting line and one sleeping line. How? One slanting line from top to the bottom. Use the three line of your notebook and another slanting line opposite to the first one. Again, you will use the three line, one, one, two, and three line of your notebook. And then match these two slanting line with a small sleeping line just like this. It will make you a letter A. Now for the small a, you will draw a curve from the middle and then you will draw a small standing line. Watch it just like this. You will start from the middle line and complete curve and then a small standing line with a little curve at the end. Then for the next letter B, what you will do, you will draw a standing line from top to the bottom. Use the three line up your notebook and then a curve from the top to the bottom just like this, and then from the from top to the middle, from top to the middle, and then from middle to the bottom, another curve. It will make you a letter B. Now, for the small b, a standing line and a complete curve from the middle to the bottom. This is your revision. We have already done this and you have learned it. So I'm just going to revise it. Now for the capital C, what you will do, you will use the first three line of your notebook and you will draw a complete circle from top to the bottom. First draw a curve, semi-curve from top to the middle and then from the middle to the bottom. Same like capital C, you will write the small c, but you will use the middle and the top line. Now the letter D, our next letter is letter D. What you will do in the letter D, a standing line from top to the bottom and then a complete curve from top to the bottom using first three line of your notebook, just like this. Now it's turn of small d. What you will do for small d? A standing line from top to the bottom and then from the middle to the bottom, a curve, complete curve, just like a zero, digit zero. Now for the letter E, capital letter E, first of all, draw a standing line and then a sleeping line, one at the top and one at the middle and one at the bottom. It will make the letter E. For the small letter E, draw a letter like C. Look here from middle to the bottom and then a small sleeping line in the middle. Now after E, our next letter is F. Draw a standing line and then a sleeping line at the top and another sleeping line at the middle. In the E, you will put a three sleeping line, but to write a F, you will put the two sleeping line, one at the top and one at the middle. Now for the lowercase f, first of all, draw a small curve at the bottom, just like this. And then a standing line and then put a small sleeping line in the middle. After F, our next letter is G. Our next letter is G. So what you will do, you will draw a curve from top to the bottom. Just draw from top to the middle and then continue it from the middle to the bottom. And then draw a small sleeping at the middle. It will make you a letter G. This is your letter G, capital letter G. For the small one, what you will do for the small one? A complete curve from middle to the bottom and then from middle to the bottom, a standing line with a little curve in opposite direction. Now, after G, our next letter is H. H is too easy. How you will write the letter H? A standing line from top to the bottom and another standing line from top to the bottom, and then match these two standing line with a sleeping line. Okay. Now we are going to learn, we are going to revise the letter G, lowercase letter G. A standing line from top to the bottom and then with a small curve, draw a line from the middle and going to the top, going to the bottom. After H, our next letter is I, and it is the simplest letter. Draw a standing line from top to bottom and then put a small sleeping line at the top and a small sleeping line at the bottom. Now the lowercase letter I, how you will write the lowercase letter I? A small sleeping line from middle to the bottom and put a point at the top. Now J, how you will write the letter J? A standing line from top to the bottom and then make it curve, little curve in opposite direction, just like this, and put a small sleeping line at the bottom, at the top. Sorry, a small sleeping line at the top. Now for the lowercase j, you will start from the middle line and you will come down to the bottom, crossing the bottom line, okay? Just like this, and then you will put a small point at the top. The letter K, how you will write the letter K? A standing line from top to the bottom, then a slanting line from top to middle and from middle to top. Again, you will draw a standing line, but this time for lowercase, you will start the slanting line from the middle, not from the top, just like a lowercase. Just like uppercase, you will write a slanting line from the middle in the lowercase and a slanting line from the top to the middle in uppercase. This is the difference between the K, capital K, and lowercase k, just like this. Our next letter is L. Draw a standing line and a sleeping line at the bottom. And for the lowercase l, you will just draw a standing line from top to the bottom. Now, letter M, draw a standing line, two standing line, and match them with the slanting line. A lowercase m, standing line from middle to the bottom, then with a little curve from middle to the bottom, and another with a little curve, and then convert it to the standing line. And how you will draw the letter N? Standing line, another standing line, and then join it with a slanting line. A letter N, you will draw a line from middle to the bottom, and then with the little curve start from the middle and convert it into the standing line, just like this. Now this is letter Q. Draw a complete curve just like a zero from top to the bottom, and for the lowercase you will draw again a complete curve from middle to the bottom. Now this is turn of letter P. How you will write the letter P? A standing line from top to the bottom and then a curve from the top to the middle. Now for the lowercase, a standing line from the middle to the bottom and a curve from the middle to the bottom. A Q, how you will write the letter Q? Just a complete circle like a O from middle to the bottom and then a small slanting line. For the lowercase q, draw a complete curve a standing line and then a complete curve from the middle to the bottom, just like this. Now a little R, standing line from top to the bottom, then a curve from middle to the bottom, from middle top to the middle, a curve from top to the middle, and then a slanting line from the middle to the bottom. Now the little R, how you will write the letter R? A standing line from middle to the bottom and a little curve at the middle. S, for S, what you will do, you will draw a complete curve from middle, from top to the middle, and then from the middle, again a complete curve, but you will change your direction, just like this. Same like capital S, you will write the small s, just you will start from the middle to the bottom. Now the letter T, draw a standing line from top to the bottom and then a sleeping line at the top. And the lowercase, for the lowercase, a standing line and put a sleeping line at the middle. Now from the U, we are going to start our new lecture. This is our revision, and now we are going to start the new lecture. Our new letter for today lecture is U. Let's learn the writing of letter U. How you will write the letter U? A standing line from top to the bottom, and at the bottom make it little curve and then change your direction and go again, change it to the standing line in opposite direction. It is the letter U, letter U. The lowercase letter U, how you will write the lowercase letter U? A standing line from the middle to the bottom, then change at the bottom with a little curve and then change your direction, make it again a standing line just like this. This is the uppercase U and this is the lowercase u. Now for the letter V, draw a slanting line from top to the bottom and another slanting line from top to the bottom, just like this. Okay, this is the letter U. And for the small u, you will draw a slanting line again, but here you will start from the middle line. You will start from the middle line like this. A slanting line from the middle to the bottom, and then again a slanting line from the middle to the bottom. Now it's our next letter is W. U, V, W. U, V, W. How you will write W? Slanting line from top to the bottom, another slanting line in opposite direction from bottom to the top, and then another slanting line from top to the bottom, and then another slanting line from bottom to the top. It will make your letter W. Now, for the lowercase w, what you will do, you will start the slanting line from the middle line, okay, from the middle to the bottom. For the uppercase, you will start from the top to the bottom, but for the lowercase, you will start from middle to the bottom, just like this. Slanting line from middle to the bottom, then from bottom to the middle, again from middle to the bottom, and again from bottom to the middle. Just the difference is that you will use for the W the first 3 line of your notebook, and for the lowercase w you will use the 2 line of your notebook. Now our next letter is X. Our next letter is X. How you will draw an letter X? A slanting line from top to the bottom and another slanting line in opposite direction. They're touching the first one at the middle from top to the bottom. Okay, slanting line from top to the bottom and another slanting line that touching the first one at the middle. Now again, just like W and V and U, the letter X is same like a capital letter X, just their position is different. Again, you will use the middle and the bottom line for the lowercase x. A slanting line from the middle to the bottom, another slanting line from the middle to the bottom. For the lowercase, you will use the first 3 line of your notebook, 1, 2, 3, and for the uppercase, you will use the first 3 line of your notebook, and for the lowercase, you will use the 2 line of your notebook, the middle and the bottom. After X, our next letter is Y. Letter is Y. How you will write the letter Y? A slanting line from top to the middle, another slanting line from top to the middle, and then from middle to the bottom, draw a small standing line. Okay. Now, the lowercase y, how you will write the lowercase y? Again, you will use for the lowercase y, the middle line. Start from the middle, a slanting line, and then from middle, that is crossing the top, bottom line, crossing out. Another slanting line from the middle to the bottom, that's come out of the bottom line. Now, our last letter of today lecture and our last letter of our alphabets learning is Z. How you will write the letter Z? Draw a small sleeping line at the bottom, then from the top to the bottom, a slanting line, and then in opposite direction at the bottom, draw another sleeping line, just like this. Now for the lowercase z, what you will use? You will use the two line of your notebook, the middle and the bottom. Draw a sleeping line at the middle, and then from the middle to the bottom, a slanting line, and then at the bottom, a sleeping line. Okay, dear little learner, hope so you will understood how you will write your alphabet letter both in uppercase as well as in lowercase. Let's revise from the start. What is this? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now you have learned your alphabets. Now it's time for a homework. What you will do in home? Write from you both in uppercase and lowercase to Z in your notebook. Okay, dear little learner, bye for now. See you soon in the next class, inshallah.